Starting from the 29th of this month, Kenyan citizens seeking new ID cards or replacements will be issued third-generation digital cards. The implementation, as announced by Julius Bitok, the Principal Secretary of Immigration, will cost 1 billion Kenyan shillings and is expected to conclude within the 3 years.
The national digital identity has 4 components. One component is a unique personal identifier called Maisha number. The second component is called Maisha card, a third-generation ID, which is a new version of the current ID which we have. The fourth component is a digital ID, the option of having the ID on a mobile phone instead of having a physical card. The last component, the fourth component, is what we call National Master Population Register, a register which comprises of all persons living in Kenya. Currently, we are issuing about 3 million new cards annually. And we're saying that is the beginning point for us. And we are going to put a timeline so that we give Kenyans time. But for the time being, we'll have a transition period, which will be like 2 to 3 years. The National Population Master Database will be a database having 4 compartments. One compartment will be for refugees. Another compartment will be for immigration, those migrants. Another compartment will be for NRB, those guys turning 18. Another compartment will be those guys who are born in Kenya, the one from civil registration. So this is a population register that will be shared across the government.
We look forward to walking the journey with the government of Kenya, specifically around the question of how to hardwire inclusion and stakeholder engagement into this important and foundational exercise.
Moving forward, Health Workers Union has vowed to go on nationwide strike by December if their grievances are not addressed.
But more worrying has not really been the fact that employees have not been employing doctors or health workers. What hurts is the deliberate removal of instruments that basically protect the right of health workers to be employed, to be trained, to be remunerated, and to be deployed and socially protected.
That the issues that you have raised here are statements of fact. We are on the same page. We are on the same page. So what you need to do is to allow us to go through these petitions. And you know that the stakeholders of healthcare is not just the Ministry of Health. We have many other stakeholders that I have to avail this document to. Then we come to a table, sit and discuss and provide a solution.
So allow, therefore, that your leadership formally hands over the petition to us. We will receive it formally and convey it to the leadership of the Council of Governors.
The government cannot say they want to employ 1 million Kenyans when they can't employ just 4,000 doctors who have qualified amid shortage of 50,000 doctors in the country. It's a shame. Shame. And we won't allow it. Shame. It's a shame. Then all that will promulgate to the national strike that we cannot avoid in December if they don't implement the CBA, that we cannot avoid in December if they don't employ. We will not avoid that in December if they don't take the issues of having drugs and supplies in the hospitals. The